this is The Conversation. Okay, so this video is self-explanatory. We're really gonna tap into how to make ourselves the main character. So, I don't know about y'all, but I struggle with that whole main character energy. I'm constantly comparing myself to this person, that person, this person, that person. We gotta stop. We have to come to an end. When is enough enough? Yeah, that's what this video is gonna be about. How we can generate those traits so we can be that person that we want to be. Like, come on, jump right into it. The first concept is how to accept where you are. Oh, baby. When I tell you this is so difficult, for me, I know it's difficult for you because we are Homo sapiens, so our brains generate similar traits, okay? One thing we have to realize is you can't change something unless you acknowledge that there needs to be a change. Come on now, somebody. Come on. Because I can go all day thinking something is right or thinking, okay, I'm this way and not that way. But if I don't acknowledge that, in order for me to have that step forward, I have to be willing to change something. And in order to do that, you have to acknowledge that there has to be a change. You just have to. Another way we can accept where we are is to come to terms with it. If you work in a job that you just can't stand, you not working at all, if you just not happy where you are, that's okay. But you have to be willing to come to peace in that sense of, gratefulness for where you are at this moment. In order to be willing to accept where you're gonna go. Think about it. If it's like, how can I love my future self if I don't love myself right now? Not gonna happen. It's not. To move past the comparison and actually generate those main character energies, accept where we are in life. Once you accept where you are, you can make those moves to getting where you want to go. With accepting, you have to accept every part: physical, mental, social, professional, all of it. Even accept your relationship with God. Like, accept that, okay, I know our relationship is good. God, I know I don't talk to you as much. Like, accept that too. And then once you accept it, you can move forward. Another aspect that I know I struggle with, and I'm sure some of you struggle with, is learning to accept and forgive and come to peace with your past. You can be over your past self years ago. What about your past self yesterday? What about your past self a couple of minutes ago? We have to accept our past and forgive ourselves for our past. That's also a part of moving forward and receiving those blessings that are for us. I believe that in order to be in tune with yourself and in order to move forward in life, your past is a part of you. So you have to be willing to move forward from the past. All the things that's happened in your past were catalysts for you to become a more courageous, a more wiser, a courageous, a more courageous, and a more vibrant version of yourself. Accept your past. Like, okay, I made that mistake, or I made many mistakes, or I'm still making mistakes. But it's okay because I accept me for me, because if I didn't make that mistake, how am I gonna know it was a mistake? How am I gonna know how to be better? what a mistake was if I never make mistakes. For those people who are followers of Christ, you don't make no mistakes. That means you're perfect. And I serve a perfect God. So if I'm serving, I'm not perfect. How you now gonna forgive yourself for your mistakes if you serve somebody who forgives you for your mistakes? Forgive your past. Forgive yourself. Forgive it. What comes with forgiving, accepting your past is embracing that you even want to be better. You have the knowledge, the mindset to want to be a better version of yourself. Like that in itself is a huge factor in life. Some people aren't there yet. Be grateful that you are there. And if you're not there, be grateful that you want to get there. You haven't even had a thought to get there. Be grateful that there's a mindset out there that you can have. There's no limitations in this lifetime. The only person who can ever limit you is you. Not somebody who's told you no, not somebody who's told you yes, not somebody who's doing this, not somebody, nobody but yourself. You are your own limitation. Okay, so another analogy that I like to use as far as main character energy is realize or know that this is not the end of your movie. If anything, your movie hasn't even been written yet. You just starting to think about your movie. You just got that thought in your head about how you want your movie to be. If you're not happy today, just remember that this is a snapshot to what's in store for your future. It's just a snapshot. It's not a slideshow. It's not a whole production. It's not the premiere. This is just a snapshot of what your life is going to be. With that being said, where you are and what you are today has nothing to do with where you're going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. Honestly, it's not even close to where you're going to be next week. Every day you're constantly growing. Every day is always a new version of yourself. On this journey, appreciate where you are because it's nothing compared to where you're going to be. Just remember that. Just remember this is just a stepping stone. It's not the end of your movie. It's not. What matters isn't where you are. What matters is your mindset and your attitude and where you're going. Another aspect I want to talk about and touch on is being grateful for what you have. So Oprah has this quote, so I'm gonna read it. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. So what I got from that statement or that quote was whenever you find yourself concentrating on what you don't have or what somebody else have, like shift your mindset into thinking about what you do have. If you focus on what you do have, it's going to make what you don't have that much more exciting, that much more fruitful, that much more of a blessing to you in your spirit. Ooh. Okay, I have a flat iron that's gonna straighten my hair. Like it can straighten, it does its job. So when you get that upgraded flat iron that take 15 minutes versus an hour to straighten your hair, you're just gonna appreciate it even more. It's just gonna hit different. God, I'm grateful for life. You know, that in itself is better thinking, oh, I ain't gonna be able to pay my light bill this month. Even if you can't pay your light bill, at least you have life to breathe. With that being said, be grateful for every little thing. See the positive aspect of a negative situation. Even positive situations, just bringing joy out of every situation that you go through. It's all a part of being grateful. So some additional things that I wanted to mention in order to channel this main character energy would be to take a social media detox. Social media is a very inspirational thing to me. Like, I love social media. I love everything about it, from the analytics to everything. I'm pro social media, but it can cause self-inflicting thoughts, self-doubt, frustration, pity, all of that. I think it is good to have a balance. Take that time off of social media as well as on. When you utilize it for the right purposes, you end up with better outcomes as far as your view on social media. So to wrap up this video, I just want to say, treat yourself like you're someone you care about. Drink your water, drink your tea, find that me time. Be comfortable with yourself and your circumstances.